Hey everybody, so Jon David had a 9 out of 10 day. Again, higher the number the better, so pretty good day. And then the word of the day is inaural. And inaural is where you're getting, specifically in the context of what we're talking about, getting medications by mouth. So they're converting some of his medications to inaural medications, meaning that he's getting them through his ND tube. Because Jon David is intubated with that ventilator tube, that breathing tube, he cannot, actually eat things with his mouth. So he's getting fed through a tube, which is usually how inaural is used, meaning that you're getting tube fed in some way. But basically the nutrients or medication, in this case we're talking about medication, goes directly into the tube and down into his digestive tract. And so that's the word of the day, inaural. But he had a good night, and then he had a really great day. So he weaned his dex by 28% from 1.4 to 1. And then also he weaned his morphine by 43% from 175 to 100. And then his feeds have stayed at 20 milliliters throughout the day. And really the only reason why he's 9 out of 10 is that if he had been able to increase his feeds and come down on his oxygen rate today, then he would have had a 10 out of 10 day. But all in all, he had a really great day. His vent settings pretty much remained constant. He was 15/6 and 25% on his oxygen. If he could have come back down to room air at 21%, that would have been, again, like the cherry on top for the day. But we are happy that he had a good day. We celebrate the good days because we know what it's like to have bad days, and we know that we will have bad days every now and again. So we enjoy the fact that over the last week plus, he has had quite a few good days and strung them together. But today he was a happy baby. He as happy as a baby can be while they're hooked up to a lot of lines and a breathing tube, but he basically smiled and had a lot of fun. He passed his ERT last night for the 4th one in a row, so that is also another praise here. And then he played with his mobile son, played with Mama Kay, played with me. We can see him smile a little bit, just like we saw yesterday, but he is very camera shy. He does not like to smile for the camera. But we do have eyewitnesses who can attest to this, including the nurses. And then Hunter had fun today, went to church, and then also went fishing at Nana and Grampy's pond with Mimi and had himself a good time. But if y'all would pray for these 3 things: 1, that Jon David will continue to tolerate his conversions, going to those other inaural drugs like methadone, clonidine, and Ativan from his Versed, Precedex, and morphine. And then also pray that he will just continue tolerating his ERTs and moving and stepping forward toward extubation, getting that breathing tube out. And if you would pray for all the families who've lost loved ones, but especially those who've lost children, and then pray for all of the kiddos and families who are battling congenital heart defects. But that's all I got for y'all today. Hope y'all have a good night. God bless. Y'all continue to choose hope daily. And Jon David, tell everybody bye-bye.